Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. For years, the NFL's best received a trip to Honolulu or Orlando for their efforts, but now they get a trip to Vegas as EA Sports welcomes you to Allegiant Stadium here in Southern Nevada.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Get ready to settle in for an entertaining 4 quarters. The AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway from Las Vegas. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down.
By Jeff Gladney.
Play action. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On third down, Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. John Ross, 40 yards. And the AFC has taken the early lead. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game, how many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return for Ayuk.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a first down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Cook, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down now. It's Cook. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down and 6.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On third down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, look, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And this is going to be caught. He won a fight for the football. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
36 yards.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
From the 5 now, second and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you put some doubt in their minds.
McManus now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Visitors 14. Our home team, nothing. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback, no return for Ayuk.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. A run there with Cook, not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. Second down coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throwing on second down, Wilson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. And tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
40-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it'll bring up third down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On first and 10, Joe Burrow got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They go play action with Burrow. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And Burrow going to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
4 yards.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will be a touchback. No return for Ayuk.
At their own 25-yard line.
For the NFC, ready to get their next drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, trying to get things settled down a little bit.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. He can run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. Flush to his right. That was going to throw deep right side. Able to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. On the punt, no return, and the AFC will have it 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The offense for the AFC set to go now. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to pass. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
He takes over 1st and 10. at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? It's the NFC to possess it first as we are back and underway for the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback, no return for Ayuk. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something.
Oh, a heavy rush, and down he goes. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The NFC punt team out there now as he'll punt it away for the second. And a fake here. Drive snap to be and he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, Burrow looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was was the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
5-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to get this one down to Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Again, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now Burrow on first down.